She had worked on that proposal for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Late nights, weekends, everything. And at the end of her presentation, in front of the entire board, she looked at her manager and said, "I will present the final budget next Friday."
And the room went quiet.
Not because the presentation was bad, because her manager had already announced that meeting 2 days earlier. It was confirmed, scheduled, on everyone's calendar. And she said, "I will."
And in that one word, will, she accidentally told every native speaker in that room that she hadn't decided yet,
That she was still thinking about it.
which meant the complete opposite.
And this right here is the mistake that is silently damaging the English of millions of learners around the world. Not because they don't know will. They do. Not because they don't know going to. They do. But because nobody has ever explained to them what these two words are actually doing inside a sentence.
Today, we fix that. Permanently.
By the end of this episode, you will know exactly which word to use in any situation, at any speed, in any conversation. You will never hesitate again.
And we are going to show you 3 traps, 3 danger zones that even advanced speakers fall into every single week.
I fell into 2 of them last month.
You fell into all 3.
I'm Aria, he's Leo, this is he versus she. Let's go.
Before we begin, if this kind of deep linguistic analysis is what you've been looking for, hit subscribe right now. We go places most English channels are afraid to go.
And hit the like button before the lesson starts. It genuinely helps more people find us. Okay, Leo, let's talk about the real problem here.
Here is the truth that most grammar books completely miss. Will and going to are not 2 ways to say the same thing. They are 2 completely different mental photographs.
Mental photographs?
Think of it this way. Imagine you are a photographer. Will is when you grab your camera and take a spontaneous shot right now in this moment because something just happened. Going to is when you set up your tripod the night before, you planned the shot, you knew it was coming.
Oh, so will is the spontaneous decision and going to is the planned one.
That is the foundation, but it goes much deeper than that.
Because I used to think, and I know so many learners think this, that will is just the future tense, full stop.
And that is exactly the mistake. Will is not simply the future tense. Will carries a specific psychological signal. It tells the listener, I am deciding this right now as I speak.
In this moment.
Correct. So when someone asks you, can you pass the salt, and you say, I will pass it, that sounds natural because the decision happened right then, spontaneous, unplanned.
But if someone asks me, are you coming to the meeting on Thursday? And I say, yes, I will come.
You have just told them you made that decision 30 seconds ago, right now, in this conversation.
When actually I confirmed it 3 days ago.
And a native speaker hears that and thinks, wait, was there a problem? Did something change? Why is she deciding now?
No wonder people look at me funny sometimes.
Now you know why. So let us lock in Rule 1. I call it the tripod rule.
I love this one. Tell them.
Going to is your tripod. You set it up before the moment arrives. There is evidence, there is intention, there is a plan already in motion. Will is your handheld camera. Something happens, you react, you decide in real time.
So the question to ask yourself is, did I decide this before this conversation started?
Exactly. If yes, going to. If no, if the decision is happening right now, will.
Okay, let me try. My friend calls me and says, do you want to grab dinner tonight? And I already told my husband we're staying home. So I say,
Go ahead.
sorry, I'm going to stay home tonight.
Perfect. The plan existed before the call.
But if she calls me and it's a total surprise, and I think, yes, why not? Then I say,
Yes.
sure, I'll come.
And that is perfect English, because will captured the exact moment of decision right there in real time.
Leo, I think I actually understand this now.
We are only at Rule 1, Aria.
Right.
Now, here is where going to reveals its second superpower, and this one surprises people every time.
What do you mean?
Well, going to does not only mean a plan, it also means I can see the evidence right now. The future feels almost inevitable from where I'm standing.
Give me an example.
You are standing outside. The sky is completely black, thunder in the distance. You look up and you say,
It's going to rain.
perfect. Did you plan the rain?
I wish I could.
Of course not, but you have evidence. You can see it coming. The decision is not yours, but the conclusion is obvious. Going to carries that sense of, I can see where this is heading.
So going to works for plans and for predictions with evidence?
Exactly. And will, in contrast, works for predictions without evidence, pure opinion, pure feeling.
Like, I think she'll win the election.
You have no physical evidence in front of you. It is your opinion about the future, pure belief. Will is exactly right there.
Okay, this is already deeper than anything I learned in school.
We are just getting started.
Leo, before we get to the danger zone, I have to ask something, because I have noticed this. American speakers and British speakers seem to use these differently. Am I imagining that?
You are absolutely not imagining that, and this is one of the most fascinating corners of this topic.
Tell me everything.
In American English, will is used far more casually and frequently in everyday speech. Americans tend to collapse the distinction. They will say, I'll see you tomorrow, even for a confirmed plan, without it feeling strange.
So Americans are more relaxed about the rule.
In informal speech, yes, but in formal writing, business emails, contracts, professional communication, even Americans follow the distinction precisely. The word will in a legal document carries enormous weight. It signals obligation, commitment made at the moment of signing.
Interesting. So the context changes everything.
Now, British English is stricter in conversation. British speakers are more likely to preserve the going to signal for confirmed plans, even in casual speech. If a British colleague says, I'll send that report, instead of I'm going to send that report, there is a subtle difference in how reliable that promise sounds.
Okay, so if my British boss says, I'll look into it,
He might be deciding in that moment whether he actually wants to.
that explains so much about my last job.
Canadian English sits comfortably between the two, generally follows American patterns in conversation, but borrows British precision in professional writing. And across all three, the core logic remains identical. Spontaneous decision, will. Pre-existing plan or visible evidence, going to.
So wherever you are watching from, USA, UK, Canada, Bangladesh, anywhere, the logic is the same, only the casualness of application shifts slightly.
The logic never changes, only the accent does.
Okay, I have been waiting for this part. Leo, danger zone, hit us.
3 traps. Even advanced speakers, B2, C1 level, fall into these regularly. Ready?
Ready.
Trap 1. The conditional confusion.
What does that mean?
Listen to these 2 sentences. If it rains, I will stay home. Correct. Natural. Perfect English. Now, if it rains, I'm going to stay home.
That sounds slightly off, but I can't explain why.
Because in real conditional sentences, if clauses, will is the natural partner. Going to in a conditional can sound overly planned, almost as if you scheduled the rain.
I did not schedule the rain.
Exactly. So in conditionals, default to will in the result clause. If this happens, I will do that. Clean, natural, native.
Okay, what is trap 2?
Trap 2, the already decided trap. This is the one that got the woman in the boardroom story at the beginning.
The one I told at the start, yes.
When something is already planned, already in the diary, already announced, using will suggests uncertainty. It sounds like you're still making your mind up, even when you're completely committed.
So every time I use will for something I already planned, I'm accidentally signaling doubt?
To a native speaker's ear, yes, every single time.
That is actually a little frightening.
It is fixable, completely fixable, which is why you're here.
Fair enough. Trap 3?
Trap 3, and this one is my personal favorite, the offer trap.
The offer trap.
When you make a spontaneous offer, something you decide to do for someone right in that moment, which word do you use?
I'm going to help you with that.
How does that sound to you?
It sounds like I planned to help, like I already knew I was going to before they even asked.
Exactly. Spontaneous offers, real-time generosity, use will. Don't worry, I'll help you with that. That sounds warm, immediate, human.
I'm going to help you sounds almost cold by comparison, like it was scheduled.
Like helping you was already on your to-do list, which removes all the warmth from the gesture.
So will is actually the more generous word in that moment.
In that specific moment, yes, will is generosity in real time.
I never thought about grammar as generous before.
That's exactly why we're here.
Okay, drill time. This is my favorite part and also the most dangerous part for me.
For everyone watching, I'm going to give Aria 5 real-life situations. She will respond naturally, and we'll see how many she gets right.
Last time I got 2 out of 5.
She got 1. Situation 1. Your phone rings. It's your mother. She asks, "Are you coming home to dinner tonight?" You already told her this morning that you would be there. What do you say?
Yes, Mom, I'm going to be there. I told you this morning.
Perfect. Pre-existing plan, going to. Situation 2. You're at a cafe with a friend. The waiter drops a tray. Nobody moves. You stand up. What do you say?
Don't worry, I'll help you pick those up.
Excellent. Spontaneous offer, decided in that exact moment. Will. Situation 3. You look out the window. Your friend left her umbrella at home. The sky is dark gray, nearly black. What do you say?
Oh no, it's going to rain. Text her.
Evidence-based prediction. You can see it coming. Going to. Correct. Situation 4. Someone asks your opinion. Do you think the new cafe down the street will be popular?
Honestly, I think it'll be really popular. The location is perfect.
Pure opinion, no evidence, future belief, will. Correct. Situation 5. You're in a meeting. Your manager asks, "Who's presenting the Q3 results next week?" It's you. You were assigned 3 weeks ago.
I am going to present the Q3 results next week.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5, Leo. That has never happened.
The tripod rule works.
The tripod rule absolutely works. Everyone, pause this video right now and try those 5 situations yourself before we move on. Seriously, it takes 2 minutes and it will lock this into your brain permanently. Now, before we lock everything in, there's one final layer that almost nobody teaches, and it completely changed how I think about these 2 words.
What layer?
The analytical fixed expressions. English has a set of phrases, idioms, social formulas, polite conventions, where will and going to are not interchangeable, ever. The word is locked. You cannot swap it.
Give me examples.
That will do, meaning that is enough, that is acceptable. Can you say that is going to do?
No, that sounds completely wrong.
Because it is. The expression is fixed. Will is locked in. Another one, will you marry me?
The most important will sentence in the English language.
Arguably, yes. Can you say, are you going to marry me?
That sounds like an accusation, not a proposal.
Precisely. Are you going to marry me sounds like you are confronting someone about a decision they already made. Will you marry me is the spontaneous declaration of intention, the real-time leap of the heart.
So will is actually more romantic.
In that sentence, considerably more romantic. Another fixed expression, I will not stand for this.
Strong, powerful.
Will here signals immediate, real-time refusal, decided right now, in this moment, with force. You cannot replace it with going to without losing the entire emotional weight of the sentence. So these fixed expressions are actually little windows into the deeper psychology of will and going to.
That is a beautiful way to put it. Yes, every fixed expression tells you something about how native speakers feel the difference, even when they cannot explain it.
And everyone watching, this is exactly why we say we do not teach grammar rules. We teach the logic and psychology behind the language, because when you understand the feeling, the right word comes naturally. Okay, quiz time. 5 questions, no pausing. Answer fast. Leo, you ask. I'll play along with everyone at home.
Question 1.
You're walking into the office holding 15 folders and a coffee. She's clearly struggling. What do you say?
Here, I'll take some of those.
Correct. Spontaneous offer? Will. Question 2. You booked a holiday to Japan 6 months ago. Someone asks, any plans this summer?
Yes, I'm going to Japan in August.
Perfect. Pre-planned, going to. Question 3. You're watching a football match. Your team is losing 4-0 with 2 minutes left. Your friend says, do you think they can win?
No, they're going to lose.
Evidence-based prediction. You can see the result coming. Going to. Correct. Question 4. Someone asks, do you think electric cars will replace petrol cars completely?
I think they will eventually, but it'll take longer than people expect.
Pure opinion about a distant, uncertain future. Will. Correct. Final question. You're in a job interview. The interviewer asks, what are your plans if you get this position?
I'm going to focus on building the client relationships in the first 3 months, and I'm going to review the team structure before making any changes.
5 out of 5. Again.
I am a completely different person from the woman at the start of this episode.
You really are. Let's lock this in fast. 3 rules, burn them in.
Rule 1, the tripod rule. Going to is your tripod, set up before the moment, already planned, already in motion.
Rule 2, the camera rule. Will is your handheld camera. Something happens, you decide right now. Spontaneous, real time.
Rule 3, the evidence rule. Can you see it coming? Physical proof in front of you. Going to. Pure opinion about the future with no evidence? Will.
3 rules, 1 logic, total clarity.
And if you remember nothing else from today, remember the woman in the boardroom. She had a plan, she used will, and the room heard doubt. Never again. Okay, homework time. And I love this homework because it's going to reveal something fascinating about how you think in English.
Here's your challenge. Go to the comments section right now. Write 2 sentences about your plans for this weekend. 1 sentence using going to for something already planned. 1 sentence using will for a spontaneous decision you're making right now as you write.
For example, I'm going to visit my parents on Saturday. And actually, I'll bring them flowers. Just decided. 2 sentences, 2 different words, 2 completely different psychological moments captured in English.
We're going to read every single comment, and we'll reply to any sentence that needs a small correction with a full explanation of why.
So this isn't just homework, this is a free personal correction session from us. Use it.
And if you see a comment from another learner, reply to them. Tell them if you think their sentence is correct or not. Teaching someone else is the fastest way to master something yourself.
Leo told me that on day 1. I didn't believe him. Now I do.
Before we go, I want to say something to everyone who watched this entire episode.
Please do.
Learning a language as an adult is genuinely hard work. Most people quit because they feel like the rules are arbitrary, random, designed to confuse them. They're not. Every rule in English has a logic, a psychology, a human reason behind it. And when you find that reason,
The language stops feeling foreign.
it starts feeling like yours.
And that's exactly what this channel is for. Not just grammar, not just rules, but the living, breathing human logic behind the most powerful language on Earth.
Next week, we're going to tackle something that confuses even C1 level speakers. Something small, 2 letters, 1 word, massive consequences.
I already know which episode it is, and I cannot wait. Drop your guesses in the comments. What do you think we're covering next week?
Until then, keep practicing, keep listening, and remember,
I'm Aria.
and I'm Leo.
See you Sunday.